There is a dangerous myth in modern parenting. It's the expectation that your own mental health is a required casualty for your child's success. That somehow enduring, crushing pressure in silence is the only way to be a good parent. When you are raising a neurodivergent child, this expectation amplifies. You carry an intense daily compounding stress, and you push through the exhaustion without making a sound. This animated flowchart illustrates the structural problem. You're pouring all of your available energy outward directly to your child, but the replenishment tank, your own internal resources, is draining to absolute zero. You are systematically starving the very engine that keeps the system running. When your energy operates at a constant deficit, you slowly lose touch with yourself. Somewhere along the way, you completely stop asking what you need to function. Running on empty is a predictable failure point. It actively dismantles your ability to be a reliable support system for your family. Parenting always demands energy, but the baseline expectations do not account for the reality of raising a neurodivergent child. This stacked bar chart maps exact energy expenditure. Above the baseline, add the hidden taxes of neurodivergent parenting, daily advocacy, sensory management, and emotional regulation. As these compound, total demand crashes through your maximum psychological capacity threshold, and emotional bankruptcy becomes a mathematical certainty. The typical response to hitting this wall is isolation. You tell yourself, I just have to keep going, and you try to run the entire operation on fumes. But sheer willpower cannot replace depleted neurochemicals and severe physical exhaustion. Your brain simply cannot output what it does not have. This forces a harsh distinction between two very different concepts: giving your child physical time and giving them emotional presence. Giving a child 100% of your exhausted, depleted time yields far worse results than giving them a fraction of your grounded, regulated presence. Coach Josephine Napolitano, a professional life coach on the Noomii network, specializing in relationship and parenting dynamics, she approaches this problem with a specific framework. Her thesis is clear. Establishing your own well-being is a structural prerequisite for your child's health. To thrive, your children require very specific traits from you. They need your patience, they need your calm, and your stable presence. This scatter plot tracks how those traits disappear under stress. There is a strict negative correlation. As your exhaustion level increases on the x-axis, your capacity for emotional regulation on the y-axis plummets. You cannot access calm when your nervous system is in overdrive. Recognizing that you weren't meant to do this alone requires profound strength. Reaching out for external support proves you are actively solving the problem rather than just suffering through it. Self-care is the exact opposite of taking resources away from your children. It is the foundational architecture that allows your entire family unit to stabilize and function. Fixing this deficit requires 3 tactical steps. Step 1 is the self-audit. You install a strict pause protocol in your day to identify exactly what your body and mind need, stepping in before you reach a state of panic. Step 2 is the presence pivot. You consciously shift your immediate objectives away from frantic, endless task completion, prioritizing calm emotional regulation instead. And step 3, instead of bottling stress, the parent isolates incoming stress data, securely routing it to an external space like a coach. The path to your child clears, protecting them from your anxiety, creating a smooth, stabilized feedback loop. When the primary caregiver rebuilds their emotional reserves and independent identity, the macro dynamics of the entire family shift. tension drops. Actual connection becomes possible again. The final hurdle blocking this reality is entirely internal. It's the artificial guilt you feel when you consider taking an hour away to seek professional help. You have to let that guilt go. Prioritizing your own mental and emotional well-being is the only way to give your family the absolute best version of yourself. Stop isolating yourself. Platforms like Noomii exist to match you with professional life coaches who understand the unique intensity of parenting neurodivergent children. Reclaim control of your ecosystem and find your courage today.